My name is Shanita, and today I have a few of my friends gathered with me.
Hi, my name is Chelsea McKeown. I am a mother, and I am also the founder of Project Providence of Georgia, which is a nonprofit.
Hi, I'm Shanita Hart, and I am a writer and blogger of Free Her Today blog.
Hi, my name is Ashley Aknalot. I am an artist and muralist here in the Atlanta area, and I'm also the owner of Augie's PRD Art Party Company.
Hello. My name is Tiana Tai. I'm an industrial organizational psychologist and entrepreneur, and I help young businesses with leadership and team development.
I'm Shanita Hart, your host and the creator of Intimate Talks. I built this platform so that people, men, women, are able to come and share their experiences and their journeys with self-love. So today we're going to start off by just going around discussing our experiences with one another. Ashley, you can start.
So my experiences with self-love is very simple. It basically comes down to self-care.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you care for yourself, you're able to care for other people. Right. And what that looks like is kind of analyzing yourself, spending time with yourself, figuring out what you like according to who you are and not according to the confinements that life kind of tries to put on you. So yeah, that's what I think about when I think about that.
Yeah. When you say think about what pretty much your surroundings confines you with about self-love and who you are, I definitely struggle with that because for the longest, still dealing with it. I thought that I was just like this perfect person because like since middle school, people would say, Sheena, you're so perfect. Like they would call me a nun, all this. I'm like, okay.
They did call you a nun.
Yes,
oh my God,
I guess I'm perfect. So I took that on and I ran with it. So I could do no wrong. I mean, we were at Buckhead not too long ago and I ran into someone from high school and they were like, Shanita Hart, you're here. And I was like, am I not supposed to be? So I found myself literally last year and this year breaking from that and really figuring out who I am and what I want to do because I never thought that I would be where I am now coming from where I used to be because me and Chelsea were a bit of a mess. So, we came a long way.
We'll talk about that.
Right. We came a long way and I'm finally where I want to be. Of course, I have a lot longer to go, but self-love plays a huge part in it. And this is the whole reason why, because it starts with loving you, So.
I guess I can go next. To me, self-love comes down to self-respect. I feel like in life, if you don't have respect for yourself as a man or a woman, you won't make it past the front door.
Right.
You accept things that can deteriorate you as a person, and that can just change. That can alter.
Right.
That can even alter your mindset. And that comes from just personal experience because I have growing up, I'm just now getting to a point where I'm finding self-respect. So in life, I've tolerated a lot of things. So now, because of all these things I've tolerated, it's put me to a point where I'm scared to step out here and do a lot of things. Because I feel like everyone's the same now.
Exactly.
And so I feel like self-respect has a lot to do with
because it'll hold you back. Like you said, you're like, no, I'm just going to sit here. And you'll kind of start dealing with whatever you're used to. So it'll become, oh, that's normal. But really it's like, that's not normal. That's not okay. But that's what you're used to. So it just becomes a habit.
Speaking of habits, you know what that made me think of?
What?
It's like, so for me, I feel like the manifestation of self-love in myself, a lot of it has been actually not necessarily, it's about how I see myself. That's an important part of it. But it's also like the behaviors that I allow myself to participate in. So I'll give y'all like a real simple example. I know that I'm not really loving myself if I allow myself to binge Netflix for like 5 hours because I feel bad that day. Sis, that's not self-love. That's a numbing coping mechanism. Right. You're not actively loving yourself when you're letting yourself do like these unhealthy behaviors. And I think that's only something that I really...
That's something to think about.
I started wrestling with it like in the last 6 months. I was like, I'm confident, but I do all these things that aren't good for me.
Right.
So how do I love myself if I'm letting myself do that?
That just made me think of something like how you said like it's like a numbing like coping mechanism. Like I guess when I think about that, I think like But self-love, a part of that is emotional awareness.
Yeah.
So, like, when you do feel something, letting yourself really feel it and try to deal with it instead of numbing things and, like, doing that 5-hour Netflix binge when you should really be like, I need to cry. Let me just cry real quick. I need to scream. Let me scream real quick. Let me write this out. Let me really get my emotions out and deal with it. Because I think that that's like a big way of loving yourself when you deal with your issues, like deal with your problems, deal with what you're feeling, and just take it by the horns. Because I know when I do that, I love myself even more. Like, I'm just like, we did that, girl. Like, we were struggling for a little bit, but we got through it. Like, so I like that.
I
really
think,
made me think about that.
Off of what you said, with actually dealing with it, since, you know, in this world, like, you know what, I'm having a bad day, let's go out, let's turn up. I'm having a bad day, you know, I'm just going to eat whatever I want because it doesn't matter. I'm not going to go to the gym because I had a bad day. That's acceptable. It's like, oh no, I totally get it. Like, girl, I'm going to go buy you some ice cream, all your junk food, you know. It makes it okay instead of dealing with it and then pushing it and moving forward. Because if you're not, you're numbing it, you know, you're numbing it and you're just like suppressing.
But I do feel like we live in a society that doesn't give you adequate time to deal with it. Like, there's so many time constraints placed. It's like, oh, you're going through this, you really should be done with it in 3 days. And it's like, what happens if it takes years? I mean, you know, my situation last year, you know, I was in a mental institution, and it's like, I was there, and on the surface it seemed like I was there because of this one reason, but in being there, it was like, no, I really had all this backed up stuff that I hadn't dealt with. I hadn't dealt with my sister's death. I hadn't dealt with my divorce. And it was like, it was all on the table. And I realized I'd been suppressing it at that time because it's like, life goes on. I have bills to pay. I can't show up to work, you know, not together. I can't go out and not look together, especially as a Black woman. Unfortunately, we don't have that that privilege. I'm just saying, we don't have that privilege. You know, we always kind of have to have this thing on as like, I have it together. And if we don't have it together, then who's going to have it together for us? Most of the time we have it together for everyone else. And I'm finally learning to choose myself and saying that you can walk in your privilege too, to say, no, I don't have it all together. Someone save me. I can be saved. I can't be saving everybody out here. So I think that goes apart with it too, like choosing to say you aren't okay and walking in the proper steps to deal with yourself while not being okay, as opposed to numbing it or pretending like, oh, I'm all right, knowing that you're literally breaking down inside. So,
and I think it has a lot to do with who you surround yourself with, because you can surround yourself with people who won't even think twice to ask you, like, what's wrong? Because I've done that. And it's like, okay, you know, I guess I'm good. I guess I can't talk to anybody about anything, but everybody is coming to me, you know. Can I, like, stay with you? I'm on the phone with you for hours. I got work at 4:30 and I'm here for you. Like, and it almost got to the point to where I'm looking for somebody to need me. When my mom pointed out, it was like, why do you think that? Like, from work, because if I did something wrong, it would just, like, my whole world. Like, I would go into my car and just cry. So I'm like, why would you do that? You're so stupid. And I'm beating up myself like, whoa, I'm tripping. Like, you made a mistake. Like, that is okay. But I would feel like I had nobody to turn to because it was all these surface friendships and they weren't there for me, but I was so there for them. And so it's like, am I loving myself by literally, like, running myself dry for these people, knowing that they can't give me anything, you know? So, I mean, it plays, like, in every aspect of your life.